like what I'm seeing in the spirit. I like what God's gonna do. I like this. I wanna and Larry, I don't believe I gave them to you for the slides, but for those of you that are on the morning, and even if you're not, we're starting. Hold on, I'll be ahead of myself. I gotta make sure I keep my spirit back. Woman in the Mirror is next week. Invite some folk out. I have a post on my page, Angel B. Williams' page, for you to be able to win tickets to the conference. I believe I have 10 tickets that have already been sponsored. So I'm going to be giving out 10 tickets by Friday to the conference. So if you have someone who says, hey, you know what, I want to come, you needed to share that post with them. I've had people that have been inboxing me from different states saying they want to come. And I've been telling them to follow they've been telling me for about 2 weeks. And I've been telling them just follow my page. I promise there was, I think, what state can't remember what state she was from. And she said, hey, I plan to come. Some things came up, and I said, follow my page. You might just be a person that'll get a ticket. So get them to follow the page. We already have 10 sponsors. Now, I'm not sponsoring anybody for the conference. Y'all, because I think in times past, I've always sponsored everybody for the conference. And what'd you say, Apostle? Oh, she is, so I got 11. So that makes 11. That's all. Mama Frankie, if you online, thank you, sweetheart. And so that's 11 ladies that have been sponsored to attend the conference. So there should be no reason for anybody not to attend who wants to attend. Y'all know how I am. My staff is not going to let me just be like, hey, everybody just come on Friday. They're not going to let me do it. So if you want to come, make sure you go to my page. Make sure you like and follow and tag 5 women. That's all you got to do. Then I'm going to say, you won, you won, you won, you won. And my team ain't going to be able to keep up with how many people I say won. Right? So just follow the page and do what you do so you can be able to get a ticket. Then on the Morning Matters call, we started the Savings Challenge. It is a weekly thing. And I didn't put it in there, did I? Forgive me. So the weekly challenge, it goes like this. You're going to be choosing. Did everybody see it? Y'all all saw it? Okay. So you're going to choose your level that you're going to be saving for each week. It's $5, $10, or $20. So you're saying that each week you're going to save. This ain't money for us. This is money for you. You're committing, whether each is 3 levels, you're going to choose 5, 10, or 20. And every week for the next 52 weeks, you're saying you're going to save that amount every week and you're not going to touch it unless it's an emergency. And if you touch it, if it's an emergency, you got to pay yourself back by the end of the 52 weeks. Y'all follow? Why am I doing something like this for us to do together? Because it's going to help us with consistency and discipline. If you can save, I promise you, if you can save $5 a week, and that may you be like, that number of just $5, I promise you, Apostle and I say I, but I don't contribute nothing to them jars. I saw your face. Apostle and I, Yes, Apostle and I do it. So we save any, like Apostle, if you'll notice when he goes somewhere and maybe like it's $11.27, he'll never give them $11.27. It'll always be like 12 or 15 or whatever. It's never the exact change because he takes whatever that change is and he puts it in a jar. Y'all know how many grandchildren we have? It's like a lot. So all of our grandchildren and all of our children's Christmas gifts are bought out of just change. And they're not cheap gifts. I'm talking like $100, $150 gifts, and I'm talking like for 20-something people, and that's just from change. Yeah, as soon as the sales start, he go and take all them jars, and he go and drop them off, and then he gives me the money and say, hey, this is how much you have for Christmas gifts. And they get like cologne. You done had to pick out some of the cologne for us. Well, it'd be like, yeah, they be expensive when you pick it out. Like $150, $200, it'd be expensive. I'd be like, Jesus Christ. But we're able to do all of that just from spare change. So I don't want y'all to think that these principles that I'm giving you, that is something that somebody else does, or we coming up with this stuff from outside. This is stuff that we do in our own personal lives, and it works. I can't remember the last time that I've had to borrow some money from somebody else. We're always borrowing from ourselves now because we've created things like that. So you'll see different things on the morning matter calls that I'm giving out in different nuggets. It's just to be able to help you. So example, I'm gonna help you guys, those of you that are setting aside money, put it in an account that you don't have a card to swipe out of. There's one of our savings account. I didn't try to get a card. I don't know what it costs, but I ain't got no card for it. I can't go get no money if I wanted to. I just can't get nothing out of it. But it's there for an emergency. So you want to do different things like that to help you so that when times get tough, you can go with the times. Okay? That sounds good. All right, so that's the savings challenge. And we're starting on each page. There's different amounts that's like bonus amounts that has an ant in it. Like on the $5 challenge, there's some $10 spots where I want to challenge your faith to give, to stretch it. On the $10 one, there's places where we got 20, and then on the 21, there's places that we have 25. So take those cards, start marking it off, and start saving. How many of you gonna commit to the challenge that you're gonna save a certain amount every single week, and you gonna go, yes, 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 yes. We doing this, y'all. We trying to get somewhere. We want to be the lender and not the borrower. I'm not telling you that it's a sin to borrow. I'm telling you, woe unto you if God has given you the ability to save and steward and you don't. That's when it becomes a problem. Everybody hits hard time. I'm not talking about you hitting hard times. I'm talking about having to borrow should not just be your pattern or your norm. Having to be like, ask somebody for gas money or something. I don't want that to be your norm. I want that to be your exception and not your norm. Okay? Y'all tracking with me? Y'all all right with that? Y'all see what we trying to, you see where we trying to go? Because we want to be able to help other people outside of TOF. And we can't help outside of TOF if TOF itself is not self-sufficient and self-reliant. All right. And when I say TOF, I'm talking about those that are connected, not just members. Those that are connected, friends, partners. So the Make the Morning Matter call every morning at 6 a.m. Woman in the Mirror. Ain't nothing else more important than Woman in the Mirror right now. I ain't got no other announcements. Just let them roll. I ain't talking about nothing else for the next couple of days, okay? Woman in the Mirror is it. That's it. Every time you talk to me for the next 10 days, all I'm going to tell you is WIM, okay? That's my only language, WIM, WIM. There will be no Bible study next week because I have to switch gears. This is the first time ever in the history of the conference that I'm opening it up. Normally I close it. So this is the first time ever that I'll be opening up the conference, and I want to stay in conference mode next week. So after Sunday, I don't want to go back to pastor. I'm your guest conference speaker, and I want to stay in that mode until, you feel me? So I don't want to come out of it, so we're not going to have Bible study next week. No Bible study next week. So, but I'll see, and men and women are invited on Friday. Men do not have to register, only the women. Only the women have to register. All right, let's rock and roll. Tell me some things that you've learned. Leary, am I good to continue? Tell me some things that you guys have learned. Thank you. I was doing all that hollering. Ain't got no voice. I be telling y'all not to holler so much. All that hollering and stuff. Oh, that's hot, Brittany. I can't even pick it up. You got to put it in a different glass. I can't even touch it. You realize how hot that is? Touch it. I want you to touch it. No, touch it. Touch the glass. No, touch the glass.
I did.
No, touch the side of the glass.
I did.
It ain't hot. Don't touch it by the handle. Touch it by the side.
I did.
Touch it. Pick it up.
I did it on my birthday.
Pick it up.
Oh.
Pick it up. That thing ain't hot. Now you about to burn my tongue and my throat. It ain't hot to you, Brittany. Well, I don't want that. Ain't gonna be able to talk about nothing. You ain't had to work tonight, eh? You listen, Apostle. She was jealous. She had to work Sunday. She seen us in the balloons running in the tunnel. She gonna send me a message talking about, why I got to work Sunday. Yeah, you just had to work Sunday. Y'all jealous. Miss New Homeowner. Yes, Miss New Homeowner. Yeah, you got to work. We got to make sure that mortgage good. We got to make sure that mortgage good. But yeah, she couldn't. Soraya couldn't be here Sunday. And yeah, you got to work now, so we can't be playing hooky from work. We got a mortgage to pay. We got a mortgage to pay. Yeah, certain things you just got to do. See you on Wednesday night, but I'm glad to see you on tonight, and we did miss you. We just going to pretend I'm going to crop you into the tunnel like you was in it. How about that? You was in the tunnel. You were in the tunnel. All right, okay, so since y'all came in, and we were already in intercessory prayer, tell me what y'all learned first. Give me some stuff. You got the mics ready, Eric? Who? Tiffany got a hand up, and Jazz, both of them. Tiffany raised her hand first, and then Jazz afterwards. Y'all don't like that front row. Eric, come here, look. Look what you could have did. I'm just gonna help you. You see how you did like that? Look.
Save time, sorry.
And then you ain't say no time. See that? Y'all don't like that front row. I get y'all like that all the time because the people with the water be the same way. They be like, I don't want to walk across that front. Go ahead.
I learned the difference between invocation and that invocation is when we invite God into the midst and that we know that He is mighty.
Don't just read your paper. Say it like you know it.
Okay.
We learned that. Wait a minute. Because while you was reading, I wasn't getting nothing but and.
Okay. I learned that with invocation, that it's like an opening prayer, but you only focusing on God and can only mention God.
Correct. It can be. And why are we only mentioning God in an invocation? Anybody? Tiffany, you ain't got that. You don't want that one? You got it, Prophet Smith? Give it, Prophet.
We only mention God because there may be people in the audience that have different religions and different cultures.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
so we don't want to offend people.
Absolutely.
And invocation is not necessarily a church setting, but it's for different settings like graduations and, meetings and corporate.
Absolutely. Very good. Jazz?
I learned that a miracle could be awaiting your heart's posture of gratitude.
Yeah, that came straight down low because that wasn't in my notes. Yeah, your miracle waiting on your heart. Your heart's posture could be delaying your next miracle. Yeah. So the invocation is the opening prayer. What other prayers did we do? So we got invocation out the way. What other types of public prayer? Okay. I seen your mouth move in the yellow shirt. Tell me your name. Emily, tell me. I saw your mouth move. What's another one other than invocation?
Dedication.
Yep, absolutely, dedication. Tell me, y'all, what is dedication? When do we do dedication? When is dedication appropriate? Can I have paper towel, please? Mary, can I get another eraser for this board, please? 5 days a week. Thank you. Yes.
During fasting or like baptisms.
Yep, baptism, fasting, baby dedications, housewarmings, anything that we're consecrating, say, hey, this belongs to God, then we'll do a prayer of dedication. Means that I belong, like you belong to God. Dedications are ownership. We're showing that whatever that is belongs to God. Well, my children done erased all y'all stuff down there. They trying to tell y'all that this board belong to them. Because I don't know what this here say. You got it for me? Thank you. Because the kids done erased y'all stuff. I guess they was like, All right, so what's the other one? What's the other one? What's the other one? Y'all did invocation, dedication. What's the other? Okay, all right. Oh, yep.
Public prayer.
Yep, public prayer. All these are all public prayers. That's exactly what we're doing. You can erase all of that. Because what you doing to get it clean? Oh, okay. Some ghetto stuff. That's what you use in your classroom?
I'm ghetto.
I'm ghetto?
Wonder who I get it from.
Y'all see how I do? That's what your classroom don't have supplies? I just messing with you. I just bet, Expo little spray, they don't give y'all that. Richmond County ain't got no money for no spray. Y'all use hand sanitizer. Let me get back in order since we're on live. He just reminded me we live. You can be talking about your employer. Okay. What'd you say? I know, right? All right. So we've done invocation, thanksgiving, and dedication as types of public prayer. That's where we're at. So now let's move, because when you guys came in here, let's just go on to intercession. Because that's where y'all were when we came in. Tell me, and let's go to scripture. Let's go to scripture. If we're on intercession, since you up there, you may as well stay. Go to 1 Timothy 2, 1 and 2. And this is intercession. I ain't never had you write publicly before. I don't know what he. Oh no, you put the end. Sorry, you know you my boy. Intercession. Write the word intercession. The T. I'm waiting on them to tell you. So, all right. Can I get somebody to read 1 Timothy 2, 1 and 2?
I exhort, therefore, that first of all, supplications, prayers, intercessions, and giving of thanks be made for all men.
Keep going. 1 and 2.
For kings and for all that are in authority, that we may lead a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and honesty.
Ooh, this is loaded. Let's start at verse 2 and work our way back. Because, I'm out of the camera screen. My apologies. I'll try to stay in the middle. Just if you point your hand, I'll stay. Let's work our way back from verse 2 forward. In verse 2, can somebody explain verse 2 for me, what you believe verse 2 is saying? You good. Ain't nothing right this second. You better stay on the front row when I'm ready, please, sir.
Verse 2 to me is saying that we should pray for all of those that are in authority, because they are in charge. So that can help us to lead that quiet and peaceful life.
All right. Yes and yes. Yes and no. There is a very important yes to the first thing, that we need to pray for those in authority. But if you'll look at that, Semicolon. You see that? A semicolon is like a period. So I can take the first part in verse 1 and connect it to that first part for kings and authority. And I can take that first part in verse 1 and connect it to the latter half of verse 2. You see that? So like you answered one. It's a two-part question. Yes, for kings and for all that are in authority, semicolon. So he's saying when I pray and I make intercession and I do and supplication, I'm doing that for those that are in authority. He's given us that command. So when you y'all don't like the orange man. Y'all don't like the orange man, but y'all got to pray for the orange man. Huh? Who's the orange man? Y'all don't know who the orange man is? You just called it. That's the nickname so they don't get kicked off of Facebook or Instagram or whatever. They call him the orange man. You can't actually, look at God. Brittany, that tastes good. Got a little mint in it, a little honey, little herbs. That's nasty, but I know it's going to do something for my voice. Praise the Lord. I don't know what it is. But you see what I did in my voice? Brittany, you back there praying for whatever you put in that drink. You put prayer oil in it. I used to put that in their fried chicken so they'll come home at night, the boys, when they used to go out partying. I fried chicken and put prayer oil in it, and they had to come back. You didn't know I fried your chicken in prayer oil? I did. They didn't know. Parents, y'all ain't did that. Oh, Jazz nodding. Yes. Tasha, you did it? Oh. Minister Pam? Minister Pam? Yes. Yes. You drop a little prayer all in it. We believe in the power of prayer, baby. Prayer all up in your food, baby. You was eating Jesus. You was eating Jesus. I used to put it on the bottom of y'all shoes. Trying to figure out why y'all sliding across the floor. Oil. Why I'm greasy? Yeah, oil, the oil of the Lord. Yes. When me and Apostle was dating, every gift I gave him, I had prayer oil on it. Shabbat. That was fake tongues. Okay, for kings and for all that are in authority, so we have an obligation to pray for those that are in authority. It's super important. So you can't pray about something that you're going to complain about. You can't be the one that's talking about everything that Trump is doing wrong, everything that he is doing that you disagree with, and yet still say you're going to pray about it. Because you can't have sweet and sour flowing out the same fountain. On my job, there are decisions that are made, and even right now, I'm super overwhelmed at work. That's why y'all hear me every morning on the morning prayer call. I'll be like, I will not be overwhelmed. I will not be frustrated. I will not. That I'm speaking that over myself because I'm short-staffed, right? So being short-staffed, I don't walk around complaining. I'm not on any meetings. I'm not in any calls talking about the fact that I've been waiting on them to get me right-sized in staffing for 6 months. And I got less people, and I can't get it done. I don't walk around complaining like that. I don't even mention that on a call. Why? Because I'm already praying that gap is filled. I can't pray and complain. And some of you, the reason why your prayers are not getting results is because as soon as you pray for it, you cancel it out with your complaints. You cancel it out with your complaint. You say it all. Some of you, oh, friend throwing shade at you. Look, I'm just messing. But we cannot pray for a thing and complain about it at the same time. Because as soon as you complain, you just cancel out the prayer that you prayed for. Both can't flow out of the same fountain and get results. You're going to have to choose which one you're going to do. If you're going to pray about it, don't complain about it. Think about the children of Israel. Because they complained, they wanted God to do it for them, but because they complained, they caused what they were in to last that much longer. You're trying to figure out, you thinking your prayer ain't working. It's not that your prayer is not effective. It's that you throw something and snatch it back every time you put it in the atmosphere. Yeah, you got to, sometimes you just got to hush that mouth. Because you snatch it. It's like okay. It's like, I'm going to give you this pen. My prayer goes out, and it's supposed to accomplish. She's the target. I'm going to give it to her. But as soon as I complain, I snatch it back. It's not that the prayer didn't reach her. It's that as soon as it got there, you didn't give it time to do nothing. Because you keep complaining. We were in a meeting last week, and one of the other management persons said, we're the only ones that's drowning. Your team isn't drowning. I said, no, my team drowning. Let's be clear. But it does me no good to get on a call and have a meeting and complain like y'all. It ain't going to change the drown. So I'm just going to manage what I got. I'm just going to do what I got to do with what I have. And some of you are trying to pray for a thing and complain about it. Some of you complain about your marriages, then you want to get in a prayer line and pray for your marriage. I ain't praying for your marriage and you was just complaining to me all last week. What for? Let's have a conversation first and say, let's agree. You're not going to complain next week. If we agree you ain't going to complain next week, I can pray for your marriage this week. But if you're going to complain next week, we ain't no need for us to waste time. We might as well be eating ice cream. Ain't no need. Because we cannot complain about a thing that we're going to give to God. What we can do is ask God to give me wisdom and strategy. So when I pray, I'm asking God for wisdom and strategy for the thing that is bothering me. The thing that makes me want to complain. So for me, while they're complaining about not having enough staff, and what I'm doing is praying, God, give me a strategy. And so my strategy was, this is the time of, hold on, y'all. I started telling my team, y'all know Christmas coming. Y'all, we ain't got enough staffing, so y'all might want to stack that money now. So my team working like 60 to 70 hours for me right now because I'm short staffed. Why? Because I asked God to give me a strategy to make it through what I don't have. And what you've got to do is start asking God for a strategy rather than a complaint. Ask him to show you what to do and how to do it. This is not on my notes. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you got to stop complaining. And instead ask God to give you a strategy. Ask him to give you wisdom on how to handle what it is that you're going through and what you're dealing with. Okay? Y'all got me? Okay, so we're praying for those that are in authority. And then it goes, read this latter half. It was you reading, Eric?
That we may lead a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and honesty.
Y'all, God does not want you in chaos all the time. Your life cannot be chaotic every day. Something can't happen every day. Every day, you got to get somebody told. Every day, you got to go off. Every day, you got to set the record straight. Every day, you go to bed mad. Every day. That ain't Bible. Anything that's going to interrupt your peace need to go. I'll be very transparent. I grew up in a family where we don't talk, we yell. Y'all like this right here is a whisper. I'm whispering. To me, I'm whispering. Like for real. This is a whisper tone. It ain't whispering to y'all, is it? But this is how we whisper. We whisper where everybody in the house can hear you. This is a whisper. Okay? This is whispering. I grew up in a family, my biological family, we yell about everything. We fuss about everything. This is just a natural way of life. If we ain't fussing, we ain't loving. That's how we grew. That's how we grew up. I met Apostle, and Apostle said to me, hold on, I can't take all this fussing. Apostle said, we are not in the backwoods. He said, oh no, we can't take. And I'm trying to understand, like, what's wrong? Like, why do you have a problem with this like this? What is wrong? I'm expressing myself. This is how I express myself. What's wrong, bro? He like, no, you got to find another way to express yourself. He told me I can't take it. And I'm not understanding what's wrong. It just didn't make sense to me. I'm happy. He like, you happy fussing? He like, no, this ain't it. He like, this can't be it. And that was just my norm. And it's a truth. I don't think I've ever told this story. I don't think I've ever publicly told this story. No, I ain't never tell this story. Huh? It's necessary. I can't, when I come out of prayer and then teach, it's usually not good because I'm still in a prophetic mode, right? But I was fussing. I can't remember what I was fussing about. And Apostle told me, he said, I'll give you 30 days to get it together. Bro, what you mean 30 days? 30 days? No, hold on. He didn't give me a time frame. You didn't give me a time frame at first, right? You just said, I can't take this. So he said, I'm going to Mama Frankie's house. I'm going to Mama's house. And you'll know where I'm at. Hold on. Wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. What you mean? So I'm fussing some more. I'm fussing because you want to go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still not catching the hint. I'm still not understanding. So Apostle, this is the only time we've ever been separated in our whole marriage, all the time we've been married. And so Apostle leaves and he goes to Mama Frankie's house. Y'all, those were the most miserable days of my life. And I still, for the first 2 weeks, didn't understand because I would call him fussing. Like, this ain't the Bible. I thought you were spiritual. You need to go somewhere and pray. The Bible don't tell you to leave me. And I mean, I'm fussing because you gone. And the reason why he gone is because I was fussing. I still didn't get it. Y'all stop throwing shade at each other in Bible study. And so I'm calling him to fuss. I'm fussing by text. What people gonna say when you gone from me? How people gonna think? What's going? He was like, I love you. I ain't got nobody else. But I lived in peace before I met you. And I'm gonna be in peace while I'm with you. So after about 2.5 weeks, now you got to understand how Apostle is. Michael, the kids were like, please do something. Because you don't go to we ain't got no toilet paper, you ain't get no mail, you ain't get no trash bags, you ain't did that. Because Apostle makes the house run, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, dog, I forgot he do all this here stuff. I don't even know what kind of trash bags we buy. I don't even know. I didn't know that. Like what kind we buy? Because we have a division of duties. I'm the cooker. He the one to make sure the other stuff. We was good. Y'all, but Apostle told me, he said, I'm going to be gone for 30 days. So for 30 days, he was gone. He would come to the house every day. Let me see him. And be like, you going to stay? I'll see you tomorrow. And he would leave. Why are you laughing, Prophet Smith? You know I was miserable. See how she laughing at me? Pastor, tell her stop laughing at me. And he did this for 30 days. During the first 2 weeks, I ain't prayed, I just fussed. Week 3, I prayed a little bit. I was still just mad. By week 4, I started praying and really began to see what he was saying concerning peace. And the Lord began to show me that I had to unlearn what I learned in my childhood. Now my house peaceful. That is God's desire and his plan, but some of you don't know peace because you've never had peace. Okay, what you trying to say? You grabbed your heart. I got you. I'm releasing strategy. So I had to unlearn what I learned, and then I also did a second piece of it while I was praying. I asked the apostle to teach me. And you would hear me say things in church like, I'm trying to get wisdom from apostle. That was not just wisdom for church. That was wisdom for life. Because I didn't know how that looked. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know how to disagree without an argument. I didn't know how to express myself. God desires that you lead a quiet and peaceful life in godliness and honesty. But it's going to require some work. Every now and again, I get a little riled up still. And then I think back of how miserable I was for them 30 days. And I pipe right on back down. God forbid he leave again, Jesus. So we might not, them 30 days was rough. And I've never shared that story with you guys, but for some reason the Lord has me sharing it tonight. And I'm saying to you that God desires for your life to be better, but it's going to take some work. And that work is even in your prayer life. It took me 3 weeks before I started praying for real about that. Because the first 3 weeks, it wasn't nothing but fussing. Because it didn't make sense. It wasn't until week 4 that it really started making sense to me. Okay? I don't know who that's for. Because we all go to verse 1. Did I help you? All right, go to verse 1. Read that one for me.
I exhort, therefore, that first of all supplications, prayers, intercessions, and giving of thanks be made for all men.
All right, let's break it down. What do you believe petitions are? Because he's very, is this KJV? Okay. Petitions and supplications, same thing. So I'm giving you a hint, even as I said, petitions and supplications is the same thing, same word. Tell me what you believe that is.
Making a petition is like a request.
All right, very good. So it's a request. Do everybody agree with that? What do you mean? It's when a petition is when I ask you for something. Question, does a supplication only for others, or is it for yourself, or is it for both? Good question, ain't it? Everybody, let somebody else answer. You just answered Malaysia. Okay, go ahead.
Both.
What make you think it's both?
Because I'm looking at this scripture where it says it be made for all men, but I'm also thinking about.
That is it.
Oh, okay.
Don't even go no further. There you go. Good answer. A petition is when I make a request or I ask God for something for myself and for other people. Typically, with a petition or a supplication, is something that's urgent. It's usually a 911. Like you need God to come through like now. That's when you make a petition or a supplication. Like light bill due tomorrow. I need it at 8 o'clock. You're going to hear a silence that don't sound like no other silence. So you need him to come through at 7:45. You feel me? That's an urgent request. That's what a supplication or petition is for. So now let's go. Y'all good? Any questions on that? It is not a petition if you all over the place. It's not, Lord, feed Haiti, feed Botswana, feed Canada, feed Spain, feed Argentina. You too many places. That's not a petition. That's a general prayer. A petition is usually targeted. It is specific. It's focused. You're asking God for a bullseye target situation. When it is a petition or a supplication, you hitting the bullseye. You ain't doing all that fluff. You ain't doing all that walking around the trees and the mountains. We ain't got time to build no portals or no walls. It's straight to the point. It's direct. I ain't saying nothing. All right, prayers. Tell me there. What's the difference between prayers and supplications? Y'all just read that verse before and you thought it was all the same thing in it. Anybody ever sat down and just broke it down? We are tonight. Look at God. You ever paid that any attention, prophetess? Me neither, prior to my study. I just put it all in one category. Y'all want me to help y'all out with that one? Anybody want to take a guess? Tasha, I know you want to take a guess.
What's the question? Prayers?
What when he's saying prayers in this context, and the reason why I'm asking you is because I believe you do this a lot.
I'm doing this. Pass the mic.
These prayers that he's talking about here is like devotions. It's like the morning matters call. It's like it's a part of your worship. Like your morning, like your worshipful communication to God. You do it a lot. That's your style. That's why I said that. So this is where you're at in the verse. Though that's not just saying, hey, because we use the word pray in general when we're talking, but here, I'm not going to give y'all Hebrew and Greek words tonight. But if we were reading in the original language, this prayers is talking about devotion. Y'all know, like we have the daily bread books where it gives you the scriptures and then it'll give you a prayer at the end. That's what he's talking about here. So that's the type of prayer. All right, keep going. Intercessions, which is where we're going. Now, we were just doing it. So describe what was happening tonight in intercession. Up front. They can't see your hand. You be like.
I would say the intercession is like Pacific. Mm-hmm. It's specific, and it's specific, but it's for everyone. But it's for specific cause.
Mm-hmm. It's you use the word fervent. It is. That is. It's like a fire. Intercession is like a fire. That's why most of the times when you have intercessory prayer, it's very hard to contain it in a time frame. You can contain invocations, opening prayers, benedictions, thanksgiving prayers. You can kind of contain them in a box. But when you're in intercession or intercessory prayer, it is, the Bible calls those fervent. When he says the fervent, effectual prayers, that's intercession. Yes, ma'am.
So, like on last week, we were speaking about the invocation, and it had a specific minutes, like 1 minute, 2 minutes. So with intercession, it's like a fervent prayer, and you will continue to pray. Some will continue to pray until they feel a breakthrough.
Absolutely.
And you can feel a breakthrough you can feel a break in the spirit, or the spirit as you're interceding.
Absolutely.
Like when you were praying, you said it's already done.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. Intercession is the type of prayer where you go in and you become the advocate. Come here. Go ahead.
I was going to add that it's also for person, place, or thing.
Correct. It is. The target is multifaceted. Come here, Gigi. Let me borrow you for a minute. So, Malaysia is praying for Gigi. If Malaysia is praying for Gigi or interceding for Gigi, as she prays, here is what happens for intercession. As she prays, she gets closer to the target. And now she comes and steps in Gigi's place. And now she's praying as if she is Gigi. Are y'all following? It is when you come and you stand as that person. Like if I'm interceding, come back. So like Malaysia is interceding, go to Gigi and just stand beside her right there. So now she's here. She's praying for Gigi and it's sincere. But it doesn't become true intercession until she steps in Gigi's place. Step in her place. Now that's intercession. Because intercession is when I stand in the gap of the one or the thing that I'm praying for. So like example, Minister Bent just said, you're praying for a person, place, or thing. Those of you that were here in intercessory prayer, what were some key words when I first began to pray that told you I was moving into intercession? When I was praying for woman in the mirror, what did I say? Say it louder.
We in next week.
I kept telling y'all we in next week. We stepped into Friday, we stepped into Saturday, and we stepped into Sunday. So when y'all started walking in, I couldn't leave out of those days. I couldn't just come out because I've already stepped into it. It's one thing to pray for an event. It's another thing to intercede for it. So to intercede for next week, I had to step into next week. I had to step into the place of the people that would be in need on next week. Are y'all tracking with me? Intercession can be kind of scary. It can be kind of spooky sounding. Eric said it again.
Really stepping into somebody's fight.
You stepping in. Come on out. Gigi, come on back in your spot. Gigi, you fighting. Stand there and fight. Stand there and fight, Gigi. You know how to fight. I done seen you. Now, Gigi, I done seen you beat up Brittany. Oh, my bad. My bad. She done got you a couple times, Brittany, for real. I done seen it. I done seen it. She ain't no. Them sister fights. The sisters, oh no, they'll still fight if they have to. They'll, Oh, that's how you fight? See, you don't need no intercessor. Because there ain't no real battle. You follow what I'm saying? There is not, the way she's fighting is an indicator that it's not a real battle. See, you don't need no intercessor if it's not a real battle, if it's not a real fight. But when you fighting and you feel like you losing, there you go. Yeah, that's how you got to do that. That's how you got to be, Gigi. That's how you got to be, baby. That's how you got to be. I should have chose you, Karen. Let me get Karen. Karen, come fight. Come on, Karen. Here we go. You fighting, Karen. Fight, Karen. Fight.
She makes me sick.
When she loses, you go to him.
The tag you're in.
And she just said, no, that ain't get it, girl. You just said, no, not this one.
Sit down. Prophets, don't teach. Stay on the page. Go on and go back.
My stomach hurt. Hold on. Sit in my legs.
Y'all know.
You ain't got to fight like that, though. You've been like ants. So you take that person's place and you fight from the place of their fight so that they can have victory in their fight. That's why when you're in true intercession, that's why sometimes those of you that are called into intercession, like you're an intercessor, like God has called you to the place of prayer. He's called you to be an intercessor, prayer warrior. That's why many times I'll pray for you and say, it ain't your fight. Because when you are interceding, because you keep stepping into people's fight, you get the blows that they catch. And they ain't even your punch. You done got punched and it ain't even your punch. You depressed and you don't even know why you depressed. You don't even struggle with depression. You got same gender loving emotions that come up, and that ain't even your vice. But because you were praying for somebody else in their vice, that thing comes up. This is that real talk. Intercession is, that's why I leave it counted towards the end, but that's real. You go to praying for somebody else's marriage, and now you fussing and fighting in your own marriage, and y'all happy. Sometimes I come out of prayer for marriage, possibly like, hold on, wait a minute, and I go back and pray again because this ain't in here. Yeah, right? Nuh-uh, we ain't got them problems. He be like, oh, no, you go back. I be praying like for those marriages where there's infidelity. He be like, and I go to ask him certain questions. He be like, why you asking me like that? Wait a minute. He be like, hold on, wait a minute, that ain't us. He has to correct me because I be like, well, what time you going? What time? He be like, wait a minute, wait a minute, where you been? Who you been talking to? Like, we don't do that with each other. You ain't got those issues. But it's because when you step into intercession, if you're not careful, you will stay in somebody else's fight too long. And now that place of intercession becomes a false burden. Yes, sir.
Okay, so for those who are intercessing, is that when they end up getting too deep, is that when they need to kind of like pull themselves out? Is that when you would like either take it to God or somebody who's like maybe stronger in intercession to help? Or how would that work?
I want to fully understand your question, and I don't really.
Okay. It said like when their vices start to become your vices, and I guess once you.
Oh no! No! You don't beget their vice. You may have feelings like it is your vice.
Got you. So once you get to that point.
Yeah, hold on. Let me make sure I clarify. Like example, when I pray for same gender loving people, I've never had that vice. But God allows me to feel what they feel, like stuck. Like they feel like they're stuck, or feel like they have a false identity, or feeling like they don't know themselves, those type of feelings. But God ain't gonna never give you no feeling of sin when you're in intercession. Now, if you get a feeling of sin, now that becomes demonic. Was that helpful? Now, you can go to the second part of your question, but I want to make sure that if you're interceding and you step into the place where you feel like it's sin, that's no longer intercession. The enemy just came into your space of prayer.
So what if it's like depression and he's saying, who are you going to get to pull you out of that?
Yeah, okay, that's what is that what you're saying?
That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, if you're intercessing for that person, it's kind of like when you start to take on, like, when you acknowledge that it's happening, do you take yourself out and like ask somebody else for assistance, or do you just take it straight to God? Like,
yeah, you got to come out of that thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that's why it's very important that you know where you at spiritually. Intercession is not the place to fake it till you make it. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I said yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, my bad. Yes, ma'am.
I was just going to say one thing. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but certain altars that people have built, like if our altar is not strong, I don't believe that we can handle certain things because our altar is not strengthened in that, certain areas.
Correct. And your altar, what she means, your own prayer life. If you struggling, if Gigi come back and fight again?
Round 2, fight.
Come on and fight again. Yeah, pretend you do fight, Brittany. I done seen you. I seen you on on the ground one time.
I was like 12.
Okay, but I remember it like it was yesterday. You beat her. No, I want fight, stand up. Don't get on the floor. Fight, stand up, fight. Yeah, fight. Okay. So if Malaysia can't fight, she can't come stand in her place because now both of them done got beat up. It makes no sense to go and try to intercede and stand in her fight if she can't fight. Is that helpful? So you can't always go stand in a place of intercession for somebody. That's when you come out of that place of intercession naked, wretched, wounded, and blind. That's when the enemy gonna have a field day with you and them. Both of y'all naked and wounded.
I'm thanking God for this because the situation that's going on with my cousin, I got the call. They said they don't know if she's going to make it. And for 2 weeks, it was like it came upon me. And it was really, really heavy. Mm-hmm. On that, when I came, it was heavy. And that day, when I got the prayer, you said pray for Karen. Okay, because that was something that I could not handle. Mm-hmm. And the next day on that Monday, when that night when I was in prayer before going to bed, the Holy Spirit, I was just in prayer, and I began to say, I release that. I release that. I release that back unto God, because that is a thing that it's not my will. That's a fight that I could not fight. That had to be God's will. Whatever God's will is, let thy will be done. And when I released it, I said, God, the seed that has been sown, send somebody to water it so you can give the increase. Mm-hmm. Because I have a cousin that was living just to let you all know, and then I'm going to release them. Okay?
That ain't a business.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about.
For her, and I'm just giving God praise because I got released for God's will to be done, because I couldn't carry it.
Yeah, I did. We live. That's why I let you tell the details, because we live. Yes. And so you have to know. Have y'all ever seen me? Not that I don't have a prayer life with God, because me and God real solid. What you say?
I said sometimes you'll tag Apostle in.
I'll be like, Apostle, come on. Tag you it, bro. Because I'm not praying right now because I either, and it's different instances where I say that. It could be that I'm in an open place and I'm petitioning God. So I know if I'm open and petitioning God myself at that moment, it would be very difficult for me to step in a place. I'm already fighting my own battle. And now I'm going to say I'm going to come and fight for you too. I just got enough strength to finish this fight. So you'll see me in services. Y'all don't see me. Apostle, can you lay hands right here? And I go on about my business to the next person. I be like, Apostle, you got this. Okay, all right. Now I go to the next person. Because you feel me? Because I'm not trying to. You don't get no brownie points for getting in a fight you know you're going to lose. Every fight I fought in the natural, I won. I ain't never got beat up. And I don't plan on getting beat up in the spirit. I give them over. Because we don't like to talk about it, but there is rank in the spirit. There is rank in the spirit, and it ain't got nothing to do with no titles. Titles does not equal rank. You can buy a title online for $11.99.
So is it? I guess titles and rank would be deemed on what God puts on your mantle. No.
Yes, you're saying it right.
Okay.
You know how many 12-year-old apostles is it? You ain't experienced enough life to be an apostle at 12. How many demons did you fight? You ain't did nothing. Everybody want a title. You a pastor and you don't even know the 66 books of the Bible. You ain't got no rank. You a lightweight. You can't come out of this wet paper bag. See, so ranks and titles you guys are accustomed to ranks and titles matching. Because apostle does the exact opposite. Many places believe they give you the title, then you move up into the rank. Apostle's the opposite. He want to see you walking in the rank, and then he'll put the title or the stamp of the rank you already in. But most people do it the opposite. They see it on you and they give you the title because they know like that's where God wants you to be, or he knows you're moving into that direction. But apostle does it differently. That's why you see a lot of ITs. Because he wants you to walk in that level first and then he puts the title on you. And so that y'all are accustomed to that model. That's why y'all equate titles with rank. But that's not the case. As far I walk in the office of a prophet. I ain't no apostle. I ain't no none of that other stuff y'all call. But a lot of people try to call me an apostle because I am a high-ranking prophet. And I outrank most of the apostles that they're accustomed to being around. I outrank them spiritually in weight. And so they want to change my title because they see the weight of my anointing. That don't change my title just because I got weight. I'm still a prophet. And I walk so close with him that sometimes y'all see what's on him, and because I'm gleaning, you be like, oh, that's she an apostle. No, I just hung out with him. I just be eavesdropping in the prayer closet when he be praying. That's all. I just go in the office when he's studying and just sit there and look at what you reading. What that is. Can I hold your notes from that right there? Can I take a look? What you heard? What God said? What you seen? That's how I am. And so because I remain a student of the word and a student and I glean, other people try to put different titles on me. But that's not me. Everywhere we go, somebody always saying, apostle. That ain't me. You want my husband? Y'all done seen it. Y'all done see me tell them that real fast. So you be getting me sidetracked. That ain't got nothing to do with public prayer. Y'all saw how you got me sidetracked. I get it. You just got me sidetracked. Take me back to prayer. I'm just messing. I'm messing with you, Eric. You're fine. I want to answer your questions. I don't mind, and I get it. I like your questions. Let me tell you, I never want to stop you from asking questions, because when you're in church settings, a lot of times we take things for granted, and we assume that everybody that's in church just knows things or they just pick it up. And most times people won't take time to explain stuff. But I don't mind explaining it to you. And if I can't explain it, I'll tell you I can't explain it. You know, like some things you just do, and I ain't got no reason for it. I got to go back and look it up, and I'll come back and tell you. But I don't mind answering any questions. But some stuff I just don't have an answer. I just know it, and I got to figure out why I know it or how I found out, okay? So intercession is standing in that person's place. Huh? Oh, now you want to be go on back and sit down. Now you want to be a producer. You can sit down, Malay. She want to be a producer tonight now. Tell me about my time. Now you want to tell me about my time. So we're still on intercession. Question, is intercession inward focus or outward focus? I see all y'all mouths. I see y'all mouths moving and thinking. Emily got a mic. Want a mic? She nodding. I saw a mouth moving, then I saw a head nodding, and then you know when your head go to nodding, your husband's head go to nodding. Y'all be thinking of that, cause y'all be nodding at the same time when y'all be processing. I don't know if y'all noticed that. It's just a married people thing. Your mouth go to moving, and then your head go to nodding when you process it, and yours go to nodding. I say, okay, now that y'all be, I be noticing. I know. Go ahead.
I think it's for both, because if you're doing an intercessory prayer for someone, you got to also have that connection with God and the Holy Spirit too.
Gotcha. So yes, I agree with you. So it starts with you and your personal relationship. Once it moves out of your personal relationship, then it becomes intercession. So what you're saying is, what qualifies me for intercession is me praying, having that relationship myself.
Right.
Yes, I see where you're going. I like your thought process, Benji.
My best take is that it's outward first until you step in, and then it's inwards, because you might be able to fight and they may not be able to. So,
what you mean? They
like, if I'm interceding for somebody, it's just my take, my best guess. At first it's outward because my focus is them, and then once I step in their place, I become them. So then I'm looking inward.
Yeah. So I like it. I wasn't thinking along that line. So if I were to put it together, it starts inward, becomes outward, and the deeper you go, it goes inward again, because you become them and step into that place. I like the way y'all sum that up. That's great summary for intercession. I hope I ain't got to give y'all a C, but I'm going to put that in one of my books, okay? Emily and Benji, I'm going to put those answers together. I'm going to tag your name in it, but that's real good. So I like it. Inward, then outward, and then inward. Can y'all see that? I like the way that reads. Because this here is when this is almost like preparation. Because I'm building that altar first. I have a personal altar. Then I step into their place, and I'm praying for them. I'm getting closer to them. Eventually, I become them, and now I'm praying as if I'm the person in the fight. I like it. Very good. Very, 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 very good. Very good. So it begins inward, becomes outward, and then inward. So more outward focused, but there are times within intercession that is inward, at the beginning and at the end. Intercession, you also identify intercession by burdens. You'll receive a burden to pray or a burden for the individual. There are those of you, let me tell you, how do you know what specific areas you're called to intercede in? Let me help you. Like, there are certain ones of you, I'm going to use you, Minister Pam. You can't stand to see nobody not have what they need. That's a burden. People with lack or that don't have enough, that's your burden. You that's your burden. Am I right? Because I see it all the time. Like you know what? I pray for you that you don't give out all your money. Because if you got $20 and somebody needed 20, your 20 gone. I be praying that you learn how to keep at least 5 for yourself. That's what I be praying for. So how you know what you're called to intercede in, because that's your burden. Because that's where your heart, like your compassion, your empathy for. So now as you step into intercession, you pray for people's needs so that God will give you wisdom and strategy to help them. So that you're not always the answer to the need. You become the intercessor for the need. That's where God is shifting you to. See, just because God gives you a burden for it, don't mean you have to be the answer to the burden or the burden bearer. You praying for wisdom or strategy for them. Are y'all tracking with me? Some of you have burdens for marriages, like you just love marriage. You forever like married people. You love praying for married couples, right? Well, you're called. That's a great way to identify the area of intercession that you're called to. What y'all think her area of intercession is? No, he got that on the head, baby. You'll fight a bear and a demon and a bear. That's one. Yeah, that's the main one they see. Which other one we see?
I don't be worn on the front row. Sometimes I'm weeping because the presence of the Lord has came and
Do it again. Thank you, because that's how we feel about what you just said. Baby, you will fight a demon in a minute, baby. You is the demon buster. You don't fight as much as you used to. I gave you wisdom, but you still be fighting them. I sent them over to you. Like Karen got you. She got it.
Aaron does not.
Prophetess Smith got it.
I mean, she can down there. That's the natural, but we talking about the intercession.
She has a burden for those that are bound by demons. She has a burden for those, the people that are bound by spirits, demons, warfare. So she will go into, it does not take her but like 2.5 seconds to go in straight up warfare. Have y'all know, Brit, do you see Brit? Look at Brittany.
The Spirit of the Lord is upon me.
This is a comedy show tonight. I love it. But, so you, how she do it, Brittany? Brittany, do it. Brittany, do it. Brittany, do it. How she do it? Her and Leary was over there doing you. Brittany, do it. Do it. Do it, please. Go ahead. How she do it? Leary, come here and stand up and do it. How she do it? Oh, that right. When she, woo, baby. Oh, she ready to fight, baby. When you pull that arrow back, baby.
Step in. That's when I've been stepped in.
We just know.
I'm glad.
We know we got a demon bust in the house, baby. We know you got them, baby. We know you got them. You will bust up a demon. I fight a bear, I'm calling you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he demon possessed. And so you know that is your burden. So that's how you identify. So you identify with where the things that you're passionate about. Things that you can identify easily, or things that make your heart soften towards people, or you feel mercy or compassion towards them. That's usually an area that God has called you to intercede in. So if you're trying to figure out, hey, God, what's my prayer target? Some of you have a mercy gift concerning children. So you're called to intercede for children. Like Mary, you can't stand for people to be mistreated. Like for real, for real. Like you cannot, in any room, she cannot stand for people to be mistreated or feel like they're looked over or overlooked. Am I correct? So she's called, So she's called. So if you're trying to ask God, so what is the area that I pray for, and what area am I called to pray in? That's your area of intercession, because that's an area of compassion for you. And so that's an area that you're able to be very effective. So many times we're trying to intercede in areas that we're not passionate about, so we're not as effective. Our impact is not great because you don't even really care about those type things. You got to know where you go. Yes, healing and deliverance is you. And then there are those that are called, what I call, into generalized areas of intercession. Like for me, I don't have a specific area. It just depends on what season it is. Because like y'all know I love children, but that's not, yeah. But I don't spend a whole lot of time, like I'm not going to stay up all night praying for nobody's child. I'm putting the word on them, I go to sleep. I call Malaysia to stay up all night. For real, I don't stay up all night for nothing. Unless God just has to really give me a really heart burden thing, because I don't miss sleep too funny. Go to Exodus 32 real quick. Most people have the perception of me that I pray all day and all night. I get that question all the time. Some people are called to like long times of prayer. Apostle does. I got ADHD. I need God to come through fast. 2 hours, I done went and watched TV in my head. And I made up a whole movie and then came back. Like most people have that perception, but no, I believe in God getting to let's get to it. 30 minutes. And we pretty much done. And we're going to have us another session. Yeah, but most people have this perception. I get these prophecies all the time. Like, you have a mantle of prayer. I do. But a mantle of quick prayer. After 30 minutes, I believe God going to do a round 2. Let me take a break, take a nap, and go eat something and come back. Malaysia, on the other hand, pray for hours. Not me. Tasha, pray for hours. Don't she, Karen? Hours. Apostle, pray for hours. Oh, they pray for all of Jesus and his 12 disciples. They pray for everything. The whole world is covered when they pray. They got the whole world in their hands when they pray. That's not my testimony. It's not. I'm just. And why am I sharing that with y'all? Because I don't want y'all to think one size fit all and you think your intercession is not effective because you're not praying for hours. That's not true. It's not the length of the prayer, although God has called some people to have, to stay in it for a while, to battle, to war. Think about Jacob. He warred until God did it. There are those that God has called to do those areas. I am not one of those. That ain't my call. No, that ain't my call. But I can teach for hours. Yeah, like I'm not even finished. It's 8:43. I'm still around. I'm still ready to go some more. My normal range of teaching time before I feel like I've fully taught is 2 hours. A 2-hour lesson is like cakewalk for me. But 2 hours of prayer, I done took a nap. I do like 30 to 45 minutes. I'm done. I might come back again later, do another 30, come back again, do another 30. But the 2 at one time, that ain't me. I feel about staying in 2 hours of prayer like half of y'all feel about staying in 2 hours of Bible study. You see that? See how you laugh? See, See that difference? You just got it's a different flow for different folks. All right, you got it? Come on, read it. Somebody read which verse I told you to read. 11. Exodus 32:11. I ain't gonna go verse 11 through 14. And Moses besought the Lord his God and said, Lord, why doth thy wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? This is Moses talking to God. Moses is asking God, why are you mad? Why are you still so mad at the people? Next verse. Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, for mischief did he bring them out to slay them in the mountains and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from thy fierce wrath and repent of this evil against thy people. Moses tells God, if you stay mad at the people, they're going to think that you don't really love them. The Egyptians are not going to believe that you are who you are. Moses is making a case to God to not be so mad at them. Keep going. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants, to whom thou swearest by thine own self, and said unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of I will give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever. Moses puts God in remembrance of his word. Y'all see that? Intercession is not your will. Intercession is God's will. The Bible says he hastens over his word to perform it. This here is Moses making intercession for the people. God's not mad at Moses. God is mad at the people. Moses makes intercession for the people because he goes and stands in their place in front of God and makes the case. He says, God, please don't take them out. God, please have mercy on them. He becomes them for God. This is what intercession, true intercession is. It is you becoming like the advocate or the lawyer. You are reminding God of his word. Next verse. And the Lord repented of the evil which he thought to do unto his people. God changed his mind because of Moses' intercession. Y'all, that's powerful. Ooh. So you mean to tell me that true intercession can change the original plans of a thing? It was meant for evil, and when I step into intercession, I get up in that thing, reminded of the word, and I turn that thing around. Ooh, my God. Intercession is powerful. That's why I tell people I don't care nothing about you being able to prophesy that something bad gonna happen. No. Tell me that something bad was gonna happen, but you stepped in it and changed it. That's true prophecy. Because how can you prophesy but you can't pray? How can you prophesy but you can't study your Bible? What you prophesied? Moses stepped in their place, reminded God of his word, and God says, hold on. I changed my mind. I was about to wipe them out, but I'm going to let them stay because of you. I don't see them, I see you. True intercession is that the blows that the enemy meant for you, Gigi, Malaysia took them. You didn't even catch it. You may think you going through, but the intercessor stepped in and they buffeted the blow from you. So where the enemy wanted to take you out, he can't. Because an intercessor was standing in the gap and say, hold on, wait a minute. I need my true intercessors to rise. That don't mind standing in the gap and taking the blow of the enemy for somebody else. That don't mind going in and reminding God of his word. Don't mind stepping in and changing the heart of the king on behalf of the people. You was about to lose your house, but an intercessor stepped in and came and prayed, and it just turned the decision. You was about to get life in prison, and the sentence was reduced to 15 years with the chance of parole. See, y'all, I'm talking, that's intercession. The doctor said there was no cure and there was nothing else they can do. But they ran another test when the intercessors was praying and called you and say, no, come on next week. We got something we want you to try. God extended my mama's life 10 years because of intercession with experimental drugs. He said, I remember it like it was yesterday. Went there, he said, we was praying. Went there, the doctor said, well, you know, there is nothing else, no other drug for your type of cancer. I said, okay. Okay, no problem. There's nothing else for her type. Okay, no problem. I said, but if it's nothing for her type of cancer, what about another drug? He said, we ain't really tried this on that before. Are you willing to try it? Sure, because you ain't had that idea last week. That got to be God. So he tried a drug that other people couldn't take for longer than a year, and my mama took it for 10 years. Experimental drug. It was an experiment to them, but it was intercession to me. I'm just trying to tell you the power of intercession. I don't care what it is that you need changed. An intercessor has the ability to turn that thing around. There is power in intercession. You don't have to accept the no. Intercession can turn that no into a yes. And that maybe into a right now. Intercession. Any questions? I got to pause. Gigi done get. I knew intercession was going to take forever. Does that help you understand intercession? Huh? It just took you deeper. Oh, Jesus, you was already deep. If you went deeper, we ain't gonna be able to find you on Sundays. You go in it deeper. Ooh. Yeah, Prophet Smith said, Apostle Prophet Smith said it took her deeper. Ooh, come out. come back. Come back. But was that helpful? So you can understand the power of intercession. And tonight, what God is doing is showing some of you that you're called to intercession. Now, the next week when we come together, I've got to teach you the art of intercession publicly, because it ain't the same as when you at your house. The following week. Because it ain't the same now. Intercession publicly and intercession at your house ain't the same. That's why we be going to sleep on y'all. There's an art to it. Y'all can't go in like y'all going in the closet and closing the door. We are not in the shower. It's a difference. And so I got to teach y'all public intercession, because this is public prayer and protocol. Did I get your mind to turning? I did good. That's what I'm supposed to drop that nugget in there for you, so you can be like, what is that difference? There is a difference. There's an art to it. Because public intercession should cause the public to be engaged. And many of y'all that are doing intercession publicly is just you and God. And y'all done forgot about us. Y'all ain't noticed tonight that when I was interceding, I started getting y'all engaged? I was literally praying other stuff privately, but vocally I was only saying the same words to get y'all on one accord. Did y'all hear it? Did you notice it? Did you hear it? It's an art to it. I'm going to teach it to you. Ain't no secret. Just an art. And once I show you the art of it, y'all going to be like, oh, okay. Tick-tock. Clock. Keep. All right, time to go. Any questions for me? No more questions? It's time to sow seed. What is this? What is this? Y'all, what Brittany gave me to drink? What is it? I'm for real. I feel like I did when I used to sneak the fruit out the punch bowl when I was younger. I feel a little. Brittany, what is it? Don't tell me, because there's something in here, but this shit a little. The more I drank, the more I started feeling like this here. See, Brittany, what you gave me? No, I feel like this here. Brittany, what's in here for real? And what? And what? It's something else. I'm gonna let you, okay, y'all done blessed offering. Do not intercede over the offering. This is not intercessory time. This is thanksgiving and dedication. I need somebody to pray. This is, y'all heard what type it is? Thanksgiving and dedication, not intercession. We don't need to stand in the gap for money. Somebody grab a mic. Who grabbing a mic? Come on, Jazz, grab a mic. Your husband pointed at you. He did. Come on, let's stand up here. Oh, well. Well, come on up front. Your husband. Y'all won, baby. He said he got to take an offering. You got to pray over it. That's what your husband said. Go stand by your husband. Don't stand by us. He wanted you up there with him.
Precious God in heaven, God, we thank you, God, for this night. God, we thank you for this offering that was the seed that was placed in this this basket. God, we dedicate our lives and our minds and hearts to you, God, that we may continue to do the things that you will have us to do, God. But as we get ready to leave this place, let us never leave your presence. And it's in your name, Jesus, that we pray. Amen.